Alright, it's story time about your boy, Mr. LeBron James, aka Mr. So Disrespectful. So I'm into kicks, right? I've got a lot of sneakers I've been collecting for a while, so you would think I would have a lot of LeBrons in my collection. I actually only have 3 pairs at the moment. So let me explain why. The year is 2006, and the Celtics are playing the Cavaliers in a preseason game. And the Celtics don't play all their preseason games at the Boston Garden. They play at all these local arenas to spread the love a little bit. So they figured out they're going to play a game in southern New Hampshire, which was where I was living at the time. And me and all my boys were like, all right, we're definitely going to the game. Super excited. I had a few of LeBron's kicks at the time. I think it was right before the 4s came out. Super excited. One of the most popular players in the NBA. It was a must-see game. So we get tickets, we're going, we're on our way, we get there and we see that LeBron is a scratch for the game. He's not playing. He's sitting on the bench in a suit. And everyone's bummed out, right? Like, damn, we came to see this dude play and he's just not playing for some reason. He probably has a friggin' sore toe or some shit like that. So the game goes on and it was stupid watching friggin' Damon Jones and a bunch of scrubs play a hurting Boston Celtics team. So halftime comes and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna try to scream at this dude, or at least get as close to him as I can for maybe an autograph. He's gonna look my way, something, something stupid. So I head towards the Cavaliers bench, and obviously there's security that checks your tickets and whatnot, so you can't get too close. It's the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Everyone's coming from halftime, and I show this security woman my ticket, right, that says where I'm sitting, which was like not a great seat. She looks at the ticket, looks at me, and just lets me go. She didn't even bother to check it, really. So I get down as close as I can. I'm literally almost on the court. It's crazy. I was just like sneaking the whole. It was the beginning of the 3rd. I had time to maneuver. I saw people were leaving out of their seat, and I was just snatching their seat. I'm by myself, mind you. My friends are up here just watching this whole thing go down. So LeBron's just chilling on his bench with some ill suit on. He's got the wave, and he's just chilling, not even caring. Probably didn't even want to be there. And actually, I can guarantee he didn't want to be there. Why would he want to be in New Hampshire in a game he wasn't playing? He probably flew out that night. So the game is progressing, it's progressing. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna try to sneak down to the corridor where they sneak, or where they go towards the locker room, So I didn't see anybody there. There was like one guard just standing in front of the stairwell, and I was just watching him the whole time. And he went up a couple rows. So I literally just like made a dash for it, walked down, and I couldn't believe it. So I get through. I'm just standing in the hallway that leads to the locker room, just me for the most part. And I'm up against this wall, right? Something like this. And the security guard goes back to his post, and he can't even see me because the wall is blocking it. And I'm just standing there. It's like almost like a little bit dark and creepy. So there's like 6 minutes left to go. And rather than waiting till the end of the game, LeBron gets up to head to the locker room. And I'm like, oh shit, dude, he's fucking coming. So I'm standing here by myself in the corridor to the locker room, and he comes right around the corner. Dude, it was like a movie. It seemed like it was an hour long, even though it was only like 10 seconds. So he comes around the corner. He's like flips up his jacket a little bit to make it fit, and I'm just standing there like right against the wall. And as soon as he gets within 5 feet, I'm like, LeBron, what's up, man? I just stick out my hand, hoping to get a handshake, a dap, or something. He's fixing the coat, looks at me, boom, eye contact, sees my hand out. Man, it almost brings tears to my eyes. Looks back straight ahead, still fixing his coat. His right elbow grazes the tip of my middle finger slightly. I can still remember it, and he just keeps on walking. Completely snubs me. Cold shoulder. Complete disrespect. I mean, just like the definition of leaving me hanging. If somebody was recording this, it would be viral. People would be still laughing at it today. I absolutely couldn't believe it. I like was standing there, like it was just hanging. He grazed me with the right shoulder after he had made eye contact and just kept it moving. I mean, like, the disrespect level was just through the roof. I was salty. Couldn't even believe it. It was like the walk of shame going back to meet my boys. They were like, dude, did you meet him? Did you meet him? And I'm like, mean mugging. I looked like Kendrick Perkins after like a rebound. Just pissed. All types of pissed off. Didn't even know what I was gonna do. Didn't even talk to my friends the whole ride home. Just standing there, pissed off. I couldn't even really tell people the story. I don't think I told people the story fully for like a couple weeks afterwards. And once I did, people were just giving me shit. My mom was giving me shit. My parents, my brother and sister, everybody was just giving me shit. Couldn't even believe it. So obviously, the first thing that was gonna go were the LeBron James shoes I had. I had one pair of the ones, two pairs of the twos, the gray and blue and the bread colorway, and one pair of the threes, just the navy and white. And I was gonna get the fours, and I was like, these things are toast. I gave them up to anybody that wanted sneakers. I was just like, yep, you can like have them for retail or have them for cheap. I just wanted them gone. I literally like gave them all to one dude, and I'm like, I'm not messing with this guy. Jerseys were in at the time. People were rocking the LeBron Cavs jersey. I wasn't. I was just still pissed. I'm still pissed off about it. Like, dude. So obviously I boycotted his shoes for the longest. 4s dropped. No, not happening. 5 drops. Not happening. 6 come out. Not even touching it. See the 7th and I'm like, wow, those are pretty friggin' nice. No, I'm fighting it. I'm not giving in. I'm not copping those. Even though they're sweet, definitely not getting them. The 8s drop. Remember the bread colorway of the 8s, that commercial that was playing? It was like, oh man, I wanted those kicks so bad. I remember I was hanging out with some chick and she was like, wow, those are really nice. And I like looked at her like, those are really nice? I got 50 pairs of shoes over here and you're telling me that those are really nice in that commercial? You never even talk about my shoes, but all of a sudden those are nice? Didn't scoop any 8s. The 9s come along, I'm like, man, those are so ill. You know, like, so I saw these in person, and I'm like, man, I don't know. I'm like, I have to get them. The sneakerhead in me was like, you got to pick those up. You got to do it. So, especially because I was able to get them. I don't think these were limited, but if you were able to pick them up, I think it was something you knew you had to do. So I scooped them, and I just had this like uneasy feeling, like, oh man, can't believe I endorsed that dude. I gave him money. Can't believe it. So they sat in my closet for the longest time. And then I was like, you know what? I'm probably just going to sell these. I went back and forth. And I was like, you know what? I tried to get over it. I tried to be like, it was a long time ago. He's on a different team now. Don't hold the personal grudge. So I ended up scooping another pair of the 9s. These are the Dunkmans, and I was like, you know, these are pretty cool. I like black kicks. I don't think a lot of people were too into these. I was able to get them under retail. And all of a sudden I was copping LeBrons. I was like, oh man. I copped a pair of the Lows, the Liverpools, nothing crazy. I don't know if I copped any other ones, but each time I felt guilty as shit. I'm like, dude, you gotta hold your ground. I was like, the dude played you in public, and you just letting him slide and putting money in his pocket. So every time I buy a pair of LeBrons, I feel super guilty. I sold those Lows. I think I gave them to a friend for super cheap. And these, I didn't fuck with the 10s. I just didn't even like them in general, and that was like a relief because I didn't want to buy anymore. And then so buying these was like the ultimate way to put my foot in my mouth because they were super expensive. They're sweet, and it's a LeBron. It's like, oh man. So I don't really even know where I stand with LeBron at the moment. But I know that I have 3 pairs of his shoes in my collection, and I don't know how long they'll be here. And these will be the first ones to go. I'll tell you that much. I mean, I'm rocking these in the gym right now. These are pretty cool. Obviously, they have their great technology in them, and they're just super comfortable. They're one of the more comfortable LeBrons that I have. Really light, and the colorway is awesome. So I don't really know where I stand with them though. I know that if for some reason somebody wanted to trade or somebody offered me some money for these would be the first to go. I would hold on to my New Balances, I would hold on to my other Jordans, my other Nikes way before I would hold on to these. So these are like, God, like I don't even really care about them that much. But I figured I had to share that story with you guys. I think about it all the time, about how he played me. I'm sure other people have stories like that. Even if you don't think that's that great, you should have been in my shoes. You should have seen it. Like, you wouldn't have forgotten this situation if you were me. So I figured I had to share that story with you guys. Let me know what you think. I'm not really in front of the camera kind of guy, so I don't know if you're going to see something like this too much more often, but I had to tell that story. So if you liked it, let me know in the comments. Hit that thumbs up button for me. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at EddieWinKicks. Be sure to subscribe if you're new, and who knows what type of video is going to pop up next. So thanks for watching, guys. Peace.